Kia ora. I'm going to share a conversation I had with a public service leader, a leader of a large public service organisation last week. It goes, "Hey, Joe, I'm going to push the dial back on our diversity initiatives. I've had some feedback from staff that we've been going at it too hard, and I need to focus everybody's energy instead on the COVID recovery." Do you know what? He's not alone. I guarantee it. How many diversity and inclusion targets and initiatives have been quietly shelved over the last few months? But what are the actual consequences of this for our public service leaders? Implicitly, they're saying that diversity isn't actually important. It's not a priority for business recovery or when organisations are under pressure like they are now. And that, you know what, they're actually saying that diversity inclusion is just a nice to have when business is good. But I don't know about you, but if attracting the most talented people who are engaged and committed and working to the best of their abilities isn't critical to our organisation's performance, I'm not sure what is. I also think some of our leaders over the next period could very much risk their credibility. Many have been constantly saying how important diversity and inclusion is for their organisations, but I wonder if their actions will actually follow through over the coming months to back this up. In focus groups I run in organisations that are struggling to get traction on their diversity issues, staff are really convinced that their organisations are serious, that their leaders aren't really into it. It's all just a show. And many of them are just sitting out the latest D&I plan. Do you know what? I don't know if I blame them, given how much our leaders potentially could flip about on these issues. But keeping the pedal on our D&I initiatives is critical in the next phase. Lessons from the GFC show that diverse organisations managed best under recession situations. But yet a McKinsey study released last month showed that 20% of organisations currently had put their D&I initiatives on hold. But like any kind of organisational change, there will be those who seek to undermine and maintain the status quo. Resistance just means we're challenging mindsets, and that's exactly what we have to do to achieve gains. So backlash is to be expected. It might even mean that we're exactly on the right track, but backlash against diversity and initiative is real, and I predict that it's going to be steroid strong when our organisations and individuals are under threat and perhaps in survival mode, as many people feel we are now. So if you're a leader or you're advising and influencing leaders about how to manage their D&I initiatives and including managing backlash, here's the evidence about what works. Firstly, make sure everyone does as they say. Everyone needs to role model inclusive behaviours in leadership positions, and these are the behaviours that you expect in your staff. Any sunlight between what you say and then what you do just fuels backlash and undermining of initiatives. Second, tie any diversity and inclusion initiatives and targets directly to organisational performance. These are not charity programs, they are actually about increased performance. D&I work should not be a little tag on to an HR work program. It should be a core strategy in your organisational's performance, including a core strategy into any kind of COVID recovery work that you're doing. Thirdly, do not create any further inequality or deepen existing inequalities in your organisation post-COVID. This means thinking incredibly hard about the different experiences and circumstances of your staff and those that you are serving. It means you need diverse views around your decision-making tables to make sure you do not unwittingly create issues. And fourth, give everyone a say in how diversity and inclusion programs are developed and implemented. Seek feedback on how they're going and respond to the fears and aspirations of staff. Now, finally, if you are in a position of influencing leaders or you are a leader yourself, here's the 5-point elevator pitch about the return on investment of diversity and inclusion. I give it to you to give you a boost because I know you can keep the pedal on what we're trying to achieve. First, with all the disruption around us, we need to hold on to our top talent. And as we adapt and are agile, we may need to hire new people. Let's make sure we attract and recruit the best. 2, diverse teams make better decisions, and we need this more than ever as we navigate through uncertainty. 3, diverse organisations are better at anticipating shifts in the needs of those that they serve and innovating around new initiatives. Diverse organisations perform better. And 4, diversity initiatives can improve staff engagement and motivation, and obviously this is critical when everything is at the moment uncertain. And 5, increasingly New Zealanders expect organisations to reflect the makeup of their communities. It is important that you are part of this. So rather than shelve our investment and commitment to building diverse and inclusive public service organisation, let's seize the current opportunity to make progress. I know you can do this. I know you can get in behind all the initiatives and make sure the energy stays with them. Go for it.